Hey explorers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be exploring La Paz, Mexico in the Baja California Sur state of the country. In today's video, I'm going to take you around, so make sure you stay all the way to the end so you can see all the things I did while visiting my friends in La Paz, Mexico. So my first full day in La Paz, Mexico with my friends at their house, kind of just lounge around, relax. I did some social media stuff, whatever. Day two, we got out the house finally. As you can see, we are here at Tacoteria, eating and drinking, and we ended up eating a lot on day two, as you will see. Okay, we finally stepped out the house. We've been like lounging all day, but we are at Tacoteria, and I'm having a drink. If I can get it, it's stuck to a coaster. La Habana. We're having nice little appetizers. Enjoying the day. Cheers.
Is it good?
It's really good.
It's from this area.
That's
And it's
it.
a combination of. ¿Qué dice? Digo, ¿cómo se dice? Digo.
Next up, we stopped at El Kayaking, which is a small little shop to pick up some michelada drinks. As you can see here, it is a spicy cocktail with beer inside of it. Lastly, on day two, we ate dinner at Quinto Piso Restaurante located at Hoteles 7 Crown. Can't figure out why the Crown doesn't have an S on it, but this restaurant has an amazing view of the sunset and the ocean, so definitely worth eating it. On day three, my friend Erica took me down to the Malecon, where there is a market on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So we checked out the market, had a little snack, and then just walked around the Malecon and explored that area of La Paz. Okay, explorers, so time for breakfast. Out here walking in these La Paz streets with Erica. I'm gonna get her on camera. So let's stay tuned and see what all we're gonna do today. After enjoying the Malecon in La Paz and actually having some lunch at La Crepa, we got into the car and my friend drove me out to the beaches. The beaches in Mexico are all considered public. So that means anyone can go to the beach. You may have to pay to rent an umbrella if you want one, or there may be a bar or a restaurant at the beach where you can have some food or a drink. For us, we mainly went out so I could take photos, but we also had drinks at each location. So this is the first place we went to and drove out to. It was only about a 10-15 minute ride from the Malecon in La Paz. We're getting ready to drive past is actually where the ferries and the big barge ships come in. So La Paz is on the little strip of Mexico that's not connected to the mainland. So any products that are imported or arrive into this part of Mexico have to come on this ship. And if you're doing a road trip or moving to La Paz or somewhere in that area, as my friends did, you will have to catch this ferry, which will come over to this port here that you will get off of. As you can see, there's a lot of big rig trucks going in to get ready to load up on the barge. To end up this day, we ate dinner at Seaside Mediterranean, which it has a beautiful view of the sunset and the ocean. They have delicious food and lovely wine. It's definitely a really high class setting of a restaurant. We went out with some of their friends and had a great time talking and trying to translate all of our conversations. But one thing that you should be aware of is that La Paz has a lot of flies, and you need to make sure your drink is covered because two of us, which one of them was me, a fly fell into my glass of wine. But luckily the restaurant was able to accommodate and give me a new glass because of that issue. So definitely a great place to have a nice meal. And as you can see, I had me a burger because I like to eat beef when I'm not in the US, and I have beef here, and it was delicious. For day 4, we are at Playa Pichilingue, where we have rented kayaks to go out in the ocean area here. What you saw, there was a hut there where you could rent kayaks, and you must have cash on hand in order to pay for the rental, which also comes with a life vest. Now, when you go kayaking, there is an area where they will explain to you how far you can go out. And if you see a boat coming, make sure you put your paddle up so they can see you, because they may not be able to see you at high speed in your kayak. Okay, the kayaking, we finished. We rented one kayak for 250 pesos for an hour. And it was a lot harder to row back in because of the waves than going out. So they told us that we could only swim to, or kayak to right there, because behind it is protected land. And when we came back, they said, another person said we could have went around. So I don't know. So of course, there's more food. We had to get lunch. We were hungry, so we stopped at La Mantita. I've ate so much this week. Eating so many different things. After eating all this deliciousness at La Mantita for lunch, we had to go to the grocery store to pick up some ingredients for dinner. But then we had to go to the bakery, and look, there's a payphone. This payphone, this is ancient. So after our fun with the payphone, we went into Panificadora Carla, which is a magnificent bakery in La Paz. I mean, we were like two big kids in a candy store, yet we were two grown folks in a bakery because there was so much stuff. We ended up buying so much stuff from the bakery and ended up tasting pretty much everything. And everything was pretty much delicious, except for the fake little Hostess cupcake thing. We had very high hopes for it, and it did not live up to its expectations, but it was still good. And as you can see, this is all the stuff that we purchased from Carla's Bakery. And then here's a weird looking house that's shaped as a yacht that we saw on the way back. Okay, today we are headed to Espiritu Santo, which is that island back there. So we're spending a whole day out on a boat, probably about 5 or 6 hours. We have a private boat. So let's head on out to the boat and go to the island. We were able to rent this speedboat privately for just the 4 of us for $125 per person with Baja Tours. You can rent the boat or go out on this boat with other people, which may cost you $80 to $90 per person. But we like the comfort of just us 4 being on the boat. When first starting out on the boat, we leave the mainland and start heading out to the island Espiritu Santo, which takes, I believe, 20 to 30 minutes to get out there by speedboat. And then we check out all different types of structures and caves before heading on over to an area where sea lions reside, which you will see in a moment. But right now we're inside a cave and kind of checking this part of Espiritu Santo out. Espiritu Santo is a UNESCO World Heritage Natural Site, and it has been since 2005. So when you come out to the island, it is a protected area. So when you go onto the beach on the island, you will see fences and things roped off and signs telling you not to go beyond that point because they do not want you exploring that part that is protected, which is a majority of the island. There is also places where boats are not allowed. So definitely take that in consideration so the island can stay preserved and the biodiversity can stay preserved on the island for the future. We're still at Espiritu Santo, but we're at La Playa Ensenada Grande. Dos.
Look how clear it is.
The great thing about taking a tour with Baja Tours out to Espiritu Santo is that we were provided lunch. So we have some lovely ceviche and beautiful fresh fruit here for us to eat at lunch at the beach before heading back to the mainland. After spending a day on the water, we went back home, refreshed, and then we headed out to the city center of La Paz to have dinner at El Sabroso Taqueria, which was delicious and a wonderful treat to end my time in La Paz, Mexico. Okay, explorers, I'm back at the airport in Cabo getting ready to head back home to Atlanta. So if you enjoyed spending this time in La Paz, Mexico with me, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions about this video in La Paz, Mexico, make sure you leave that down below in the comment box. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is free for you to do so, and it helps me provide more and better content to you in the future. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a little bit of a tip by hitting the thanks button down below. Make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and social media networks. And check out my merchandise store, which is linked down below also. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are. Bye.